Welcome back. We are going to be working on Ninja Clifford today. It's always exciting when you get problems with your own vehicles, and when you too many darn vehicles, there's always problems with something. But the other day while driving, yep, there it is. The dreaded check engine light come on. So we're going to see what codes we got in it. Alright. Nope. 2609 intake air heater system performance. Well, that's usually not one you want to see all the time. Excuse the noise, someone decided to start the pressure washer, but that's the intake grid heater, which yeah, it's down there. So, and I believe it's controlled by that solenoid right there, which is awful weird why would you put it off of that battery all the way over there, run a wire all over instead of just from this one. I don't know. I'm not Chrysler, I'm not Mopar, they do weird things. But these are, I guess, apparently pretty known for the bolt underneath that grid heater that just spontaneously comes off and drops down in the engine. And well, if that does that, usually it's catastrophic. So hopefully that's not what we're dealing with, but we're going to check to make sure the signal is coming from the solenoid way over there first before we assume that we need to pull the intake off. Let's see what we find. So I think what we're going to start off doing, I'm pretty sure this scan tool can turn the grid heater off and on. We're going to hook up to it down there with our voltmeter and check to make sure it's actually sending a signal out. Just visually looking, yeah, that connection down there looks like it's some nice beautiful colors. Let's just, yeah, almost like that's been really hot. And that one that's pretty colors is the one that goes out to the grid heater. Of course, that one there is the one that comes in from the hot side of the battery. And I'm sure, which I haven't looked it up, those other two little ones are probably signals off and on. Essentially, it's just like a big ass relay. Anyhow, yeah, so we're gonna hook up to it and see if that's even working, and then probably maybe pull that terminal off and clean all that up, because it didn't look very happy. Okay, so got the ground hooked to the ground, got the positive. It's definitely down there anyhow. Kind of see it. I got it pinned into the lead going out, and we've got it set to the cold start aid driver 1 output. And we're gonna watch. We'll hear it click too, but you'll watch and see it come on and send power out. There it goes. And it only does it for a brief moment, and it turns itself back off. So we know that is good. Which kind of sucks, because that may mean that well, maybe the grid heater bolt fell off. If that's the case, hopefully it already fried, disintegrated, or found its way out the engine, because if it's in there, that may not be a good thing for us. But we're going to go all the way over to the other, where it actually goes to. Get up here, and I'll bring a light. Yep. So right there, and we'll make sure that it's good there too. So we just moved our voltmeter from that battery and the solenoid over here to this battery. Negative there, positive going down to the grid heater terminal, and we're gonna toggle it on. Oh, well, let's go back. Quit pushing buttons. All right. And we're going to go in here and we're going to turn it on and watch the voltage. Oh, yep. All right. So that means everything externally is working the way it's supposed to, and potentially internally is not. Well, let's I don't know. Guess let's take it apart and look inside, and hopefully either the nut's still there, or if it's gone, it's done, whatever the case may be. The grid heater, I mean, it's only there. That's when you turn key to start. You really don't absolutely have to have it. We don't get cold enough per se to use it. And of course, you could also just plug it in if you have a heater, and that'll keep it warm when it's cold out for the next day. But let's see what's inside. Well, I've pulled off the intake horn, which had to pull off stupid EGR, which you can see. Well, there's some carbon for sure in there. Here's the horn, which an EGR valve sits on top of here. There's the throttle blade. And then that's essentially where it goes. Yeah, look at all that caked up crap. Where it goes into the engine, or what bolts up to the engine anyhow. And there's the grid. And that right there is one bolt. At least that's the other side, I should say. So you can see over there, that's the stud where the wire goes in. So then it comes down inside there on a strap, which, let's see. Yeah, there you go. You can see that strap down in there. That comes across and then up to that. So I think I'm going to try and sneak a camera up in there, a Boroscope, and see if I can fish it up, or at least point it in that general direction over there, maybe, so I can see in there if it looks like the bottom of that tower is destroyed. The bolts, or the nut I should say, is still there, coming off. Something's broke, I don't know. But in order to get all the way down there, you have to pull off the fuel rail with the injector tubes, which really isn't a big deal, but if I'm pulling all of that off, I'm going to be ready to go in with some replacement parts, maybe like a new spacer plate. Delete spacer plate, yeah, that's what they're called, spacer plates, to prevent any future issues with a grid heater, which I don't have. And possibly a new intake horn, things of that nature. But let's see if I can run my Boroscope down there and find any surprises. Okay, so yes, we have the Boroscope in the hole, and I'm pretty sure that right there is, man, the glare is bad, is the nut and the strap inside, and it looks like it's all intact. It actually doesn't look horrible, which is good, and I'm pretty sure, oh, that's it. I don't know what else it would be if it wasn't. Well, looks like everything was still connected. Wouldn't, according to what I could see, didn't look like it was any in danger of losing one of those nuts, the strap, any of that. So, I mean, we used little old trusty shop sucker. I just kind of ran it across that a little bit, sucked out most of it. Same thing with, ran it inside the EGR ports a little bit, inside the horn. Still stuff stuck in there, but just a little bit anyhow. And we're gonna put it all back together, clear the light, and hopefully we still have some time before the atomic bomb in there goes off, and we can get the spacer plate spacer plate installed to prevent that from happening. So we'll see if it comes back, but I'm just going to reassemble it and clear the light. See you later.